I've caught myself at times being like, okay, how can I make this deal work? I really want this house.
The message is, you had to start somewhere, right? You had to start at your one rental property, and you defined your criteria. How did that progress, right? Because 2011 to 2023, there's a little bit of gap in time there, but obviously, was there a build-up period to where you really got in a groove of things, or did you buy 10 a year for all of these years? Was it kind of like spaced out, or was it pretty consistent through it the whole time?
Great question. The real buildup has happened in the last 6.5 to 7 years. Um, that's when most of it has really gone up. It's the last 2 years that I think we've more than doubled our portfolio. We had 2 years in a row that deals were coming through, and it was post COVID and people getting rid of stuff, and they were just amazing deals that if we would have wholesaled them, I would have made a killing.
Right.
But we had the ability, we had the financing to take them down. And it's like, it'd be really nice to have that 15, 20 grand,
Right.
but I can get a lot more over time over here and we can float it. So we went that route.
Yeah.
This year, I don't think we've added very many because we just kind of went, man, these last 2 years have been busy. They've been crazy. We've got other stuff going on. Let's focus on other things.
Yeah. And that's a beautiful thing, is like recognizing, hey, this was a really good season to just go crazy, pick up all the good deals. It made sense. The financing was cheap. This is a little bit different of a season, right? And then obviously you have another project, which we'll talk about, which is how anybody here listening today can really automate your REI business. And so with that being said, then John, what are you seeing right now? Are you seeing the numbers not making as much sense on rental properties as you were 2 years ago?
Yeah, certainly. Oklahoma City has been a market that a lot of people came to looking for deals over the last few years because it was a great place to buy rentals and cash flow well. And there's still deals that are there. Do they cash flow as well as they did before? No, but if we buy them now and we're able to cash flow some, in 5-10 years, they're going to be cash flowing amazing. So it's a calculated strategy there. They definitely are harder to buy now. I mean, interest rates are much, much, much higher than they were a few years ago.
Right.
But you just have to build that cost into your numbers. And if you know you're going to pay 2 points, then build that into your numbers. If you know you're going to, whatever the holding costs are, just build them in, and then that way you know if you've got a deal or not.
Yep.
It's when you start trying to push it. I've caught myself at times being like, okay, how can I make this deal work? I really want this house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why do I want this house? There's nothing special about this house. Keep to my numbers and see if it'll make sense or not.